Bonjour from Fes, Morocco. It is our first full day in Fes. We arrived late yesterday afternoon, had a beautiful lunch/dinner, and pretty much went to bed after that because we were so exhausted. But today we are heading out of our beautiful stay where we are into the Medina of Fes, which is going to be an experience. I'm sure we're going to get lost in there and see many beautiful things. But we're going to start our day with a mint tea, the Moroccan whiskey, as they told us yesterday. And there's something about pouring it from a really high height. Which I'm not really sure what it is, but I think it means the higher you pour their tea, the more respect you are giving them.
Okay, so we started wandering, just been attacked by a lot of people already. There are 10,000 little alleys in this Medinas, which means city. So we decided not to take out the map, get lost, might get very lost.
Probably.
But it's really unique. No cars are allowed in here, so this is the only thing you'll see. Maybe a donkey. But yeah, no cars allowed here. So we're just wandering around. Bonjour.
I'm gonna get very hot in this outfit.
Jacqueline tried to go for more reserved look.
I googled what you're supposed to wear. I don't have those clothes. To go or where we are or where we're going.
We found the souk, I think. Okay, so we found place Sfarin. It's really something. Like from little alley to little alley, suddenly you have this huge spot with all the shops and they sell everything.
It's just so impossible. You would be here for days and never see anything if you didn't use a map. I don't know how tourists did it before Google Maps, probably guides, I guess. But if we keep heading in that direction, we'll get to the largest and oldest tannery in the world. No, not the largest in the world, the oldest in the world, but the largest in Fes.
So one local food to have, which is normal here because that's the normal meat to have, is camel. And there's a place or a few places that do burger camel or camel burger. So I'm trying to see if Jacqueline is going to be keen for it.
She's not going to be keen.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I was saying to Jackie, it feels like a bit of a time capsule, this place. It's like stuck back in time. Don't follow. This was
So we've just paid 20 dirham to come into the oldest university in the world. They still give you a degree, so you can still learn here, and it's very beautiful.
It was formed in what, 1260 something?
Yeah.
Like the 13th century.
13th century.
Yeah, 13th century. So it is known to be the oldest place in the world where you can get a degree. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
of these tiny rooms that you can see around, and they're so small. I have no idea what they could be used for apart from maybe like a dormitory, like where they would sleep. And some of them have these little post box things in front of them as well, or they have slits in the door. So I wonder if maybe they were like the teacher's room, the professor's room, with hand in your reports. I don't know. Okay, so we asked and we just found out this is actually where the students slept. So this was their dormitory, not where they actually studied. The university is nearby, but it's closed, we can't go to it. And that's where they lived. So we were just inside there for like 20 minutes. And we walked out onto the street and it is all of a sudden packed.
We just came right before the rush.
Yeah. So I think we experienced the one quiet time of the day and now it is very busy again.
Oh, you guys moved. What are they now?
Copycats.
Copycats.
If you want a coffee, it's 5 dirham. Pomegranate juice, it's 10. Alright, 5 dirham coffee.
My first proper coffee in Morocco. Let's see if Morocco does good coffee. They're more of a tea drinker, so. Very strong, very bitter.
Okay, I didn't go for coffee, I went for pomegranate juice. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Wow, this is very grapefruit. What's the name of the fruit? Oh, pomegranate. It's very pomegranate-y. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of good benefit out of that because it is rocks your socks.
What is it, bitter or sour?
It's very much like the seed you have when you eat the pomegranate. It's very much that, just pressed. Yeah. So
Well, that's exactly what it is.
I know, but like there is no differences to it where it's
It's just like when you eat the fruit, except it's pressed into juice.
It is exactly that. It's like she knew. She didn't even taste it. She knew.
See this hat right here? This is called a Fes hat, and you've probably seen it in Aladdin and other Arabian movies. But basically, it's called a Fes hat because it was originally only made here in Fes, and now it is made in many places. It's traditional hat. It's worn in religious ceremonies. But they say that the best quality ones are still made here in Fes, and that's it right there.
All right. So Jacqueline found a way into one of the local main attraction. Here we go, people.
Wow.
Holy moly. So yeah, like the gentleman just said, the strong smell here is potent, so bad. I don't know what the smell is, but it's not good. So give us mint leaves. Which are, oh my god.
This one is actually the largest tannery in Fes, and it's also the oldest tannery in the world. So what they're doing is they're using a very traditional method to dye and tan the leather so that it lasts longer, and that's basically what they're doing. So they're doing it manually as well. From what I read, doing it in the way that they do it, this process, this manual way of doing it, it actually makes the leather much more durable and lasts much longer than if you were to purchase leather that was done in a factory by machines. So this is the best way to do it.
Okay, so all this leather made us hungry.
Oh my god, you're disgusting. What is wrong with you?
So yeah, we're looking for lunch now. Things are getting a little hectic in terms of busyness. It's very busy. So we finally found a restaurant which is 80 dirham for a 3-course meal. So we're waiting to see what it is. It's not probably going to be as big as what we had yesterday for what, 150? That was our first course. A bit like yesterday, obviously just a little less.
Would you like some bread? So because Max went way over my assigned budget for lunch, we had quite a nice lunch inside a restaurant. We usually like to get a cafe or a coffee after lunch, but in the restaurant, the coffee is 5 times the price that you would pay on the street. So we didn't get anything there, and now, oh pardon. And now we are looking for a little spot to get a cafe and maybe something a little sweet, you know, to fill up that little bit of extra room we have in our stomach.
Time for dessert. It was not a bad sort of price for lunch. It was
You went over budget.
No, I didn't.
So we've decided that we need a little
Cool down, even though it's
chill
hot.
out. It's really hot up here. But we found this lovely little restaurant with this beautiful rooftop terrace. We're gonna get coffee now. And this is not in budget coffee.
But we got treats. Those
Yeah, they were in budget.
For 5 dirhams each, so we got 3. It's too hot. We're going somewhere else. Well, table-wise. So we waited 45 minutes and the coffee never came. So we just walked out. So the journey to the longest coffee ever continues. Now the coffee machine is not working. I did those treats for like an hour and a half ago, which was supposed to be for coffee. So we basically boiled some water and put it in there to drip through.
Seems to be working though. Smells good. After a very relaxing break with coffee and cake at home, we're hungry again. So we are heading back out to get some dinner. Oh, and by the way, this is our beautiful Airbnb that we booked, and it's costing us just $20 a night. So we will give you a tour of that tomorrow as well.
So just so you know, okay. So we settled on a little restaurant not too far from home because Jacqueline didn't want to walk 13 minutes. Anyway, just on a serious note, something we read on the internet, when you go to a restaurant, they will show you a menu, and when you pay the bill, they will show you another menu. The prices are higher on the bill, on the bill time. So just be conscious of what you pay or what you're going to order, so aka what the bill will be, because the price might have changed and you don't really know, blah blah blah. Jacqueline is being distracted here.
Mum ordered an apple juice and it's come with milk. So we're gonna do a little taste test. It's so thick. It's really chunky and thick. It's not bad. It's not good either. Sorry, just dove in before we even filmed the content.
Anyway, we have to see what's inside. We have some beautiful, I'll say meatballs, but it's probably not the exact term. And a chicken tagine. And
This is a pasty.
which has meat inside.
Yeah, I think it's beef. Beef and vegetables with like pastry and cinnamon on top.
Oh wow! All right, give us a swirl.
It's really sweet. The cinnamon, I think there's sugar. I think that's icing sugar on top.
Oh yeah.
Like the meat, the filling is savory, and then the sweetness on top. It's good.
So we've been sitting there, and a bunch of boys have been starting together for the last 45 minutes, and finally they started playing something.
It's so wholesome. They're playing music and singing. They're like teenage boys on a Saturday night.
Okay, so we just, the waiter said you can come inside. We just followed him, he's escorting us to the place.
that was something different. It was so much fun.
It was very out there.
So many things happened. Like it started off, there was just us and like some kids, and then some other tourists came in, and then some locals came in, and then all of a sudden the room was packed. And one of the local women was like going crazy dancing.
Yeah, like trance vibe almost.
And it was almost like, is she okay?
Yeah, it was really like, sorry, battery died. Like they had lyrics, they had, I don't know, it's just, there was chaos, but they knew when to cue in another instrument, and they know when to come back and loop.
Switching instruments and switching the microphone around, and then they were grabbing new instruments. It was just...
And every time something was fixed, because there was always something happening that someone had to fix for someone else. And as soon as that was done, there was another guy that needed something. There was this phone going there, this instrument going there, this part.
And they were like telling the kids to do things like, get her a chair, get me some water, film this, or get this instrument, like...
Yeah, it was... Anyway.
One of the main guys was saying that it's just to bring people together and just for the love of music. It wasn't for like a particular celebration, but they play music at celebrations like weddings and religious holidays and things like that. So yeah, it was really cool.
So that was our first full day in Morocco, so pretty cool. Yeah, we have 3 weeks here, so we have a lot more to see. We're here in Fes for one more day tomorrow, but yeah, tomorrow we have another full day, so if you like today, tomorrow I guess will be just as entertaining.
Making promises we can't keep.
But thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
And then the genie comes out. I wish that you would like and subscribe to this video.